Oh, hello, and welcome back. And look at this glorious day. It is, well, it's actually evening right now. It's been like 90 today. Pretty friggin' hot. It's evening now, so it's cooling off a lot more, but I'm still sweating. I was at the lake earlier, so, I was getting my cool on. But this is part 2 of the F100. Now that it's back here, I know it's been a while since I've put up a video, but I had a 2-week vacation and just, you know, recovering from the 2-week vacation, and then did a little bit of work and stuff, and so now I'm back to this thing. So now we're going to give it a real tune up, and we're going to do the brakes in this video, get it really running and driving. But one of the reasons why I didn't do that in the first run and drive video is because I really want to clean this engine, and I don't want to be putting all new plugs and rebuild the carburetor and, get all this all like fancy running good and then clean this stuff off, because this is one of the worst engines I've worked on. So I'm going to give this a good spray down. I'm going to do the whole engine bay, get it all nice and clean, just like a regular, well, probably better than a regular engine bay detail, because usually I just spray them out and I'm done. But yeah, I want to get this all spiffied up, and then we're going to do that. So I already got my this thing, the thing here, and let's get some stuff taped off. All right, well, look how much cleaner this is. This is so nice. It is I'm sure I could scrub this and get like a lot of this stuff off, but I'm not that worried about it. It's patina. But the engine looks so much better. I mean, there's still a ton of grease on it, but I'm not too worried about it. I'm really happy with where it is right now. So now every time I work on it, I'll clean the little spot, whatever I'm doing, and it'll shine up. So yeah, I'm pretty happy. Also, this gets me excited to see what the rest of it's going to look like. It's still, So now I'm going to take that carburetor off, take it apart and get it soaking so we can get it cleaned up and rebuilt. Well, rebuilt, refreshed, whatever you want to call it. All right, here we go. It's been a while since I've done one of these, and I'm honestly pretty excited about it. I used to be scared of these things, but the once you do it, find a diagram, read some instructions. They're actually pretty simple. Hell, it stinks like old gas. So let's start taking it apart. Alright, there it is, all taken apart, all very meticulously cleaned. It's good to spend some time if you want to rebuild one of these. Spend some time cleaning this, like really nice as you can get it. It makes a world of difference. And now it's just time to put it back together. I've got all the gaskets and stuff laid out here. All the old ones laid out over here so I can compare and contrast. You know, all the parts, I have checked them. They all seem to be, you know, proper, correct. And these kits, they usually come with, like, you know, multiple gaskets for multiple different, you know, different models. So, you know, it's good to have, it's good. This is why I like to keep the old gaskets and make sure they line up, you know, properly. As you can see, like, this one is wrong for this specific model, but they all fall under the you know, same category of model. But I have checked everything. Everything seems to be pretty good. Generally, you know, you replace all the old parts that you can with the new parts that they give you. Like, this thing looks fine, but, you know, it might not be. The other one was torn, so I had to buy, you know, this is the what's it called, the choke pull off. So I did have to buy a new choke pull off. That was not included in the kit, but, you know, I'm gonna put the new stuff in, all the new little things that I can, and, you know, just go slow. Grease that little thing up when you put it on. Those tear really easy. I tore the old one. I don't think it's over here. I think I put it somewhere else. But I tore the old one trying to get it out, and sometimes you can do it, sometimes you can't. Got new little C-clips, you know, all this stuff. I've got the, you know, the exploded view right here, the instructions, all the tips, all the adjustment data came with it, so that's good. And then you know, if you're like me, I recorded the whole thing so I can look back, and if there's something's not working, you know, lining up right or something, I can look back and see it in my video. It's a big job. It takes a while, especially the way I do it. I soak it in the carburetor cleaner stuff, and it takes a couple days for it to soak into everything, get everything off. But, you know, it does a pretty good job. And yeah, let's get to putting it back together. All right, and look at this thing. Look how much cleaner it is. I mean, it's not perfect. You know, there's still grease here and there, but it looks so much nicer than it was. And it's been a couple days, so I know everything's had a really good chance to dry out. But before we put the carb back on, I need to pop this off so we can put the new gasket under it, because, you know, might as well. Don't know if that's leaking or whatever. Then we need to start doing this thing, and it's got a filter built into it on the bottom there. That's that little rusty can. I'm sure that is all gunked up, and if you remember in the other video when we were running it, it wasn't really pulling or pushing anything, so I'm sure it's all gunked up in there. So I'm thinking we'll just take this off, take it apart-ish, make sure everything on the inside's nice and clean, then slap it back on. And let's see what else. Oh, I want to clean the fuel lines. So if you remember from the other video, it's evaporated. Well, it evaporated a lot, but that's how much fuel was in the fuel tank. So I don't think this is going to be an issue. So I don't think we need to clean that out. But I am gonna unscrew this right here and blow some, you know, carb cleaner through it. And then, you know, put a little catch jar on the other end, see what it looks like, blow it out with air, you know, make sure that's all nice and clean so all our passages are clean. And then when I go to put the fuel lines on, I'll do a little service loop with a little see-through filter somewhere here-ish, like, you know, somewhere in there. And then carburetor on, and then I think we'll be ready for the next step. Oh, that stinks. Got the carburetor back on, all the gaskets, all the lines hooked up. Got the vacuum lines, you know, all the little fidgety bits hooked back up. Got the wires down, wires. What is this? Fuel line. Got the fuel line hooked up to a service loop right here. I'm gonna get it turning over and see if we can get fuel pumping to that thing right there. I guess I should put some fuel in it, huh? Now I think there should be enough in here that I can see the float working. So I'm gonna pop that off and see what that's doing real quick. All right, there's no fuel up there yet, so I'll keep pumping a little bit. That is definitely a good sign right there. So let's leave that for now. I need to get this done, get the little fidgety bits, you know, get the rest of the tune-up finished, basically. Which way does this go on? All right, I'm happy with that. Got the plugs, the wires done. Let's see what happens. Let's go give it a start. Well, there should be some little bit of gas in there. And turn the key. Oh, it started right away. Oh, it sounds really smooth. I can smell it. It's burning too much gas already. Got that belt squeak back. It sounds really smooth. Sounds pretty steady. No clicking or ticking or anything. I think it's sucking through there a little bit. Definitely need to smoking. It's not smoking. Oh, you hear that? That sounds nice. Nice and hot. All right. Oh, you know what? I haven't changed the oil yet. We need to let's do that real quick. All right. Let's see how bad this is. And of course, it's situated right above the, you know, the cross member. So as soon as I take that off, that's gonna just get all over. I got my pan down there. Hopefully it'll catch some of it. The fuel line's in the way, of course. Okay, good. Glad it's not stuck. Y'all remember that Dodge I had for a while, the orange crate? Had those two gaskets on the filter and could not get it off. That thing was insane. Oh, nice, got it. Let's cut it open. I want to see what's inside this thing. I really need to invest in some kitty litter. It's definitely a little gritty in there, but like nothing horrible, I'd say. All right, it really don't look too bad. I mean, it just looks like it hasn't been changed in a while. I think we're ready to start it and get this thing dialed in. Here we go. One pump. Oh, almost. It's insane how easy it starts. Alright, so I have been messing with this thing and and the idle, it just does not idle right. When I first started it up after getting this thing on here and primed and stuff, it ran perfect, and then I don't know what happened. It just like started running really rough. kept surging, and you know, all kinds of stuff. Well, I'll show you real quick. It doesn't kick down. Doesn't hold steady. It just doesn't have a quick response. It's really rough, and it smells like gas. It's really bad. Like it's burning really rich. So basically, that's nowhere near as smooth as it was when I first put that thing on there and ran it for the first time. And I have checked. I thought maybe there was an exhaust, or no. I thought maybe there was a vacuum leak. Something wasn't firing right. I checked the coil, I checked the timing, I've messed with the timing a whole bunch, and it just won't get steady, it won't run steady, it won't run good. So I decided to, because I could keep smelling the gas, I decided to run the air fuel mix screws all the way in, and they are all the way in right now, and it's still running. So that tells me that there's gas just being sucked through the carburetor somewhere, bypassing the air fuel mixture system. So I'm thinking it's either like a power valve may have gone bad already, even though it's a brand new power valve, or there's a gasket that's not in there right, or there might be some kind of dirt that got into it and is clogging something up, which is allowing it to bypass everything again. So it's time to take the carburetor back off, take it apart, see how that power valve looks. That's going to be the first thing I check, and then clean all the little things again. Not like intense like we did last time, just blow everything out. Use some of this stuff, you know, that kind of thing. Let's get to that. I don't see any issues. This looks fine. No leaks as far as I can tell. It seems to be operating just fine. I don't see anything obvious. Okay, let's clean it up, put it back together. Alright, well, I've been sitting here, let it warm up. It's been doing a little adjustments on the carburetor, like 1/8 of a turn. Turned them in until it was dying, and then been turning them back out. It seems to be running better. Seems to be idling okay. I know it's definitely working better than it was. It's a lot smoother than it was. It smells a lot better. I'm pretty happy with it. So I think I'm gonna call this good. Let's get that air cleaner back on it. I wanna go for a drive. I really should have asked somebody to hold the phone for me. Man, that windshield is filthy. First official drive. It's not dying. Feels good, feels smooth. All right, out on the road. And this steering is horrible. Look how much play this has. Look at that. This is not good. Can barely even one-hand shift. Oh, geez. There we go. Okay. But yeah, it's got some nice pickup. I mean, it ain't fast, but I'm happy about it. Now we just gotta check out the brakes, fix a bunch of little stuff. Still got that little piece of wiring in there to fix. Well, to finalize, not fix. I guess it's fixed. It's repaired. It needs to be. I don't know. It needs to be better than it is. Anyway, all right, I'm coming out to the big road, so putting the phone down so I can get back, and we'll get on to the next thing. All right, it's getting dark for me, so I'm gonna shut it up for tonight, and we'll get to doing little things tomorrow. Should I roll up the windows? It's gonna be sunny. I'll just leave them open, let it air out. All right, well, it's the next morning, and you remember how I said I was going to leave the windows down because it wasn't going to rain? Well, it rained last night, but it just kind of sprinkled, you know, just got the ground kind of wet. It's dry now. It's like really hot right now. But so yeah, leave your windows down, it'll rain, or wash it and it'll rain, one of the two. Anyway, so I've got it all jacked up on jack stands, and we're ready to rip these things off. So you know, I didn't break any of the bolts loose, and I think that's gonna bite me. Oh look, our friend is back right there. Oh look, I got something to put on the shelf. All right, this side basically looks the same so far. I bet you these brakes were done very shortly before it got parked. Yeah, this all looks great. So literally the best brakes I've ever seen on an old truck like this. Let's get it back together. I'm not gonna mess with this one. Well, it's nice and clean on the back. No leaking. Oh, this one's messy. Yeah, there's a lot of crap in here. All right, so I've already bought these, so this one's getting cleaned up. Let's go check out the other side real quick. I think this side's good. This one also looks kind of clean. This looks new. Yeah, I think this side was done. I don't know why the other side wasn't done. Interesting. Let's get the other side taken apart and get that new wheel, what is this thing called? Wheel cylinder in it. Whoa. No, we got a roundy round here. Okay, got to put a new end on that. Hopefully I got one. Oh, this one does not want to give up. So the nut is stuck on the line, and it won't pop. It won't turn on the line. It's just twisting the line. So it's just time to cut the line. That's what time it is. Check this thing out. I've had this forever. This thing is cool. Got it. All right, let's have a look at this thing. Yeah, that's that is ooh, that's not good. All right, new line. The old line, I tried to put a new end on it. It ended up being too short, so now there's a new line, and it's pretty short, but it'll work. So, all right, take a good look. It's so nasty and greasy. Pretty dirty under here as well. And you know, since the tires are off and it's all jacked up, it's the last time I'm gonna have it jacked up. Hopefully, you know, things work out. So gonna do a nice little pressure wash. Nothing fancy. Just spray it down really good, everything that I can reach. All right, let's get it done. All right, well, it's had plenty of time to dry, and it looks rusty, but it is a heck of a lot cleaner than it was. And look down here, look at all that stuff. Most of it's gone. I mean, this took hours. This took me several hours. Like, all this was just caked. And yeah, there's still a bunch there, but now it's like clean enough to, oh, missed that a little bit, missed that. But it's good enough to see like everything, and I can get to all the Zerk fittings now. So next thing is I'm gonna hit all the Zerk fittings that I can find through the whole front end. Let's look at the other side. Yeah, look at this. Zerk fitting under there. The big clump was right there. All that, again, was just packed. Like, you couldn't see between the, you know, the kingpin housing or whatever and the back of the brake. Just like so much cleaner, so much better. And then, you know, underneath, it's a heck of a lot cleaner. And you can see all the problems that you need to fix, which, you know, the back doesn't look all that different. I mean, it does definitely look cleaner, but it wasn't like nasty like the front was, you know. But I did notice that this leaf spring is broken right here, and that's one of the main ones. So I think that's why it sits a little bit wonky. This side is sitting down, you know, a little bit lower than the other side. And I think that's why the bed is down over here and up over there. I crawled all under this thing, looking at the frame and stuff, and there's no like weird bends or cracks or nothing that I could find like that. So I think it's just that leaf spring, which if I had a little bit more budget, man, that would be one of the things I'd fix right there. But you know, I'm on a seriously tight budget with this one. But yeah, you know, speaking of budgets, if y'all would like to help with the budgets on these things that I do, on all these old trucks and stuff, I have a PayPal down below, and if you'd like to donate to the channel, you know, go ahead, feel free. It all goes towards working on these parts, tools, supplies, all for this. None of that goes towards me. So yeah, I'm gonna grab the grease gun, grease all this stuff, and then it's just a bunch of little stuff I need to fix. All right, tires back on, and truck's back on the ground. They look pretty dang good. You know, it's so easy to clean them when they're not on the vehicle. So I decided to clean them before the cleaning video. But look at that, and that is nice. Anyway, so the next thing, I think, this mirror right here, it's all wobbly. And in order to fix it, I gotta take the inner panel off so we can put some proper bolts in it, keep that thing tight. Gonna take that off, and while we're in there, you know, might as well grease up everything, vacuum it out if it's got any garbage down there, and then slap that thing back on there. Got everything greased up, everything's working real nice. I mean, it wasn't working bad before, it's just, you know, a little bit more longevity. That's about it. And we might as well do the other side since we did this side. So I got the doors all back together now. I did both of them, took them apart, cleaned them, greased everything on the inside. Everything works real nice. I mean, that is just smooth. Just need a little extra love. I think the last thing for this video is we got to make this permanent. So I'm basically going to cut this block out and get all these. There's 4 wires that go into it. Big black one, yellow one, skinny red one, and then the you know, what is this called? Fusible link. So I'm basically just gonna cut this off, twist these all together, solder them, shrink wrap it, and maybe put a cover on it somehow. And then I think we'll be done. Hook the power up. No heat. I think we're good. Alright, well, we've done a lot in this video, and I think I'm going to call it quits right there. I know it's been a while since I uploaded a video, but, you know, it's summer, and I get busy in summer. But, you know, we did a lot. We did the brakes, we did the carburetor, we did a whole actual tune-up on it, fixed a bunch of, oh yeah, I fixed the mirror. I forgot to show you that. Just some bolts right there, and I welded and put new bolts in there and burnt the paint while I was at it, so, yeah. You know, do what I say, don't do what I do, kind of a thing. Anyway, so yeah, I'm gonna call it. I wanted to drive this around at the end of this video, but it is so messy now from sitting under these trees right here. These things are just dripping sap like crazy, so it is coated, and this windshield is just nasty. So I wanna wash it before I actually drive it now, which is my favorite part. So the next video, if y'all come back, is going to be detailing of this thing. But if you followed along with me this whole time, I want to thank you for watching. Give a like, get a subscribe if you like this kind of stuff. I know it's not like professional by any means, but you know, I don't claim to do any of that. You get to learn how not to do things. So there's that. Anyway, give a like, give a subscribe. Thank you for watching, and have a good rest of your day. See you on the next. Yeah, you like that cashew fuzz? Right there, yeah. You like that cashew? You wear this? No, you don't like it? Don't waste it, these things are expensive. You're the silliest cat.